Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is December 2024's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 4. I apologize for number 3 if I had number 2 on my board because I erased it and wrote 3 and then it's like, oh no, this is number 4. So, trying to do too many things at one time, and it's the holidays, right? So I don't even know where my paper is for the thing. I'm like, got dinner in the oven. So here we go. Let's go over what this kit looked like, and this is a good one, guys. So this is Notes from the Heart, December 2024. You got a total of 9 cards. The blackberries, the peony, and the fern. Mossy Meadow green envelopes. This white is a sticker. And then this set of 3 dies called Merry Tags and More. They look like this. Yes, I found it. And then this QR code will lead you to a video to show you how to put the kit together as it was designed. And this one will lead you how to purchase the set of new dies. By the way, the new dies for January, February, and March are out. You can go check those out. So a visual of everything in the kit and then the coordinating colors, which are Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, Fairy Vanilla, and Gold. Ooh, let's get a look at the stamp sets. Just a note, thank you, congrats, hello, get well soon, happy birthday, best of luck, and lots of love. And where is the just a note? It's in here. Okay, that's what we're using today. So let's take a look at what I have in here. So we are going to be using a circle punch to recreate the circle. No, I don't have any gold, but that's okay. So you got 6 circles because you got 2 sheets of these, 6 ovals and 6 rectangles. You got a Blackberry Bliss spot, some tear tape, your stamps, of course. No images, just sentiments. So these beautiful gold glitter embellishments, a full-size little bit of dimensionals, and here's my extra stamp set. So here are the labels, which you guys know I'm not going to use those as labels because I'll be cutting up the envelope. So here's the labels. You get 9 of those, 9 of the Mossy Meadow envelopes. And then here is takes a look. So we have the blackberries, the peonies, and the fern. So those are our ephemera for the kit. And then we have these great big gorgeous vellum leaves. And then our card bases are this lovely scallop detail. And a little bit of what I believe is Daffodil Delight splash, like paint splatter on the card bases. So that is it. Let's put them all back in the goodie box and move on with the card. Like I said, I have dinner in the oven. If you're interested, I'm making stuffed bell peppers. Ooh, and let's put this in here with the mess that is out here, and the girls are going to be coming out here and doing some wrapping, so don't want them to lose my stuff. So we're going to be using Berry Blessings. This is from Phyllis. She just sent this to me, and we're going to be using this stitched stamp set that I got from the thrift store because I just liked it and I thought it'd be a nice background. So this shouldn't take too long. So what do we have? Here's my notebook. My ruler needs to go back up there. So we are going to be cutting down 3 pieces of this piece of the Mossy Meadow envelope. We'll do that together because I'm not sure what the final measurement of that is. Wait till you see. So you need 3 pieces of white that are 1.5 by 3. Now part of this is going to be covered up with Mossy Meadow from here, but guess what this is? This is my last 3 pieces from the country side rustic country Christmas countdown. So these were in my little box and I was like, oh, I can use that. So we have a pre-made card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have cut 3 pieces of white. We want 3 that are 1.5 by 3. We have our background stamp, your choice. I'm using stitched, it's retired. The envelope flap, we're going to cut 3 pieces. They will be 1.5 by something. The extra stamp set is Berry Blessings and a scrap piece of white, which is right here for my 1 3/8 circle punch or a die of your choice. My stamp that I am choosing to go with on the front is just a note. I'm choosing to leave it blank on the inside at the moment. We'll see if I change my mind, which you guys know I am prone to do. So we need this. First things first, let's get this piece squared off. So I know I need 3 pieces. So we need to just get that in square. Hopefully I get 3 out of this. That in square. And then we're going to make this squared off. So this has it at 1 7/8, and this is 1.5 by 3. So I need it to be at 1.5 to be half of it, because 1.5 and 1.5 makes 3. So I need it to be 1.5 inches wide, and I need just like that, right? So it's 3 inches. Yes, it is. Looks like. Make sure. And then it needs to be, I don't know why I'm having a hard time here. It is 1.5 inches. So 1.5 by 1.5 should make it perfect. So let's not try 1 3/4. Let's do 1.5. There's one. Let's do another. We're just cutting the squares, and I should be able to get 3 pieces out of here. Did it! Now, this little piece, I can keep this. The rest, maybe that piece. You never know when you might need just a little bit more of something. So those I'm going to put in the box of goodies. These 3 are my pieces. Now we're going to do this mushy smushy on the berries, because I haven't done those yet, and I want Mossy Meadow and Blackberry Bliss. So 1 for each. First, the leaves, and try not to get it all over me. So here's one. That's done. Actually, I think we might do Old Olive with that, just to make it a little lighter. So I don't need to wipe it off. Old Olive should be just fine. So leaf, and then the Blackberry Bliss. We're just going to get our stamps prepped. So we need the berries. Smushy, 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 smushy. Guys, I gotta tell you something that was really cool. My daughter told me, she's like, Mom, I gotta tell you something, and I'm just telling you, when it arrives, don't like freak out. And I said, what? She's like, well, you know, Megan, and this is my neighbor across the street. She's like, well, they did the Santa wish thing for their girls, you know, and they're struggling young people, and only one works. I said, yeah, honey. She's like, well, they did the Santa wish for a Barbie dream house for their 2 girls, and they didn't get it. They didn't get a call, so they didn't get anything. I said, oh, honey, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's like, Mom, she's like, so one of her customers, their dog that Justice has done for several years now, it was a very elderly dog, and the dog has cancer, and the dog is dying. So anyways, Justice did its last groom and everything, and they tipped her $100 for Christmas. And they were, you know, they came in, they gave her a card, they told her how thankful that she was so kind with this dog, that other groomers wouldn't groom the dog, and they appreciated Justice taking the time, because the dog had a trachea thing going on. You couldn't hold the dog's head up, you know, you had to be really careful with it. The dog was like 18 years old. Anyways, and they just really appreciated the work that Justice and the time she took for this dog. And she's like, Mom, I took that and some of my other tip money. She's like, you know, the Barbie Dream House was on sale on Amazon. She's like, so when it arrives, please note that I'm not crazy. She's like, but I got it for the girls. She's like, you know, I remember having one. I said, honey, I said, you know what? I said, she's like, I already know what you're going to say. All the good you do in the world comes back to you. I said, honey, that's right. It does. I said, my mom would tell me that. I said, and you are proof of this. I said, she's like, so much good has been done for me and in my family. She's like, and I just feel that this was something I needed to do. She's like, and then Megan was like, oh, Spencer and I will work on paying you back. And she's like, Mom, I told them not to worry about it. She's like, you know, she's like, I remember having one. She's like, so just don't, you know, when it comes in, don't think I've lost my mind. And I said, Justice, honey, I said, I remember when you got yours. I said, let me tell you, your dad and I didn't pay for that Barbie Dream House. I said, your grandparents asked if there was one thing we could get you for Christmas. One thing. I said, we couldn't have afforded it back then when your dad was a second class with dependents. We had, you know, there was no way we could have afforded your Barbie Dream House. I said, your grandparents paid for that Barbie Dream House for you. She's like, really? I said, really? I said, did you think we could have afforded that? We couldn't afford that. And she's like, oh, she's like, so, and I said, honey, I said, don't worry about it. I said, I am so happy you were, you know, I'm very proud of her for doing that for them. Very happy that she was able to do that. So anyways, I'm happy. My daughter did something. So I'm trying to decide which way I want my leaves, and I want them going this way. So 2 are going to have leaves. So this one's going to have a leaf. This is going to have a square of just the Mossy Meadow on it, like this. Could have probably gone over a little bit more, but maybe I'll scooch it over and trim the edge. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to, I didn't cut it quite right. So what did I cut this to? This is just under 1.5. That's why, because this is this. I estimated the amount, so we're going to have to do some fussy trimming, but I wanted to round it. So there's that one. And then we need the old olive to come in. I got to do them one at a time because like I have a look-see. So I was very, you know, I'm very happy she did that for them. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh. So this is the top. This will be the bottom. So this one in the middle will have the square here, the blackberry here. So I think I will turn this way. Yes. Wrong ink pad. Wrong one. Let's change that up to the Mossy Meadow. We're going to go a little off the paper. There. I might have to come in a little here. I might have to do that on the other one. And I just tipped my finger. I felt it go in. I did. I felt my finger go in it. Okay. I want to just do a little greenery on this one as well. All right. So yes, I'm happy my daughter was able to do that for them. Kindness goes a long ways, and sometimes in this world there isn't enough to go around. Okay, so those are done. We have those 2 out of the way. We need the berries, and the berries, like I said, is going to go on this side. So let's move the green away and work with the berries. So we can probably do, I think we're going to do one here. So then we're going to stamp off. There's one. I'm trying to see which one's going to be the best. That one. Oh, didn't quite get it there. Goes this way. Let's just stamp it again. That's going to work. And then we have our little stems, which we need to, okay. Because I want to bring in a couple of more. So here is my Mossy Meadow stem. And then you guys can't see the old olive because I want to keep it out of the way. There's the old olive. Now let's get another blackberry in here. We're going to go this way just so we have a little bit of variation with the berries. Stem, right? Yep, that's the stem. Stem in old olive. All right, this is going to be my, so I can do 1, 2, think a partial berry here and a partial like right in here. So we may not have much of a stem, but we're going to do a berry there and a berry like here. Stamp off. Oops. And then we can come in and just do a little bit of maybe like, I don't know, add a little green detail there. Maybe a little up here. And do this in and just tip my finger in it. Pretend that there's a berry down in there. All right. So you won't really see that one, but there we go. Looks like it needs a little berry there. So just a hint. And where's the other one? There, it just needed that little bit. So, not sure what else. Let's get these glued together. All right, glue. Gonna have to trim them on one side because mine are not perfect, but that's okay. I don't know why I had to flip it, but I did. Don't ask. I don't know. Just had to. Just my eye said flip it. This one is not going to come up. I'll just have to trim that little bit of white there. No, that's crooked. Let's add some more glue. I don't think that had enough to move it. It didn't have enough to do the moving it needed to do. And again, it's not moving. So is anybody else watching old Christmas movies. The other day, my daughter came in and she's like, "Oh, Mom." She's like, "Okay, we got to watch something else." So we watched The Princess Diaries on Disney. Yes. I said, "This works." I said, Hank and Russell were like, "I don't think so." So they went and played their game. Her and I stayed up and we watched. Two, because she's like, I don't know why we didn't do one, but we watched two. I think that's the first one we came across. So that's what we watched. Okay. So now all of my little pieces, one for the bottom. This is the top, this is the bottom, this is the middle, right? And then we have just a note, which we're going to stamp in, I don't know now. Okay, what do I use? I really don't want Berry Bliss. I'm thinking Mossy Meadow for it. Just a note. So stamp in Pierce Matte, and little TT is a snoring. And dinner better not like get overcooked. Okay, just a note. Do we do it in the, oh, Mossy Meadow? I said Mossy. You know what? Yeah, we're going to keep Mossy Meadow. I'm doing it kind of up because I don't, sometimes if you get too close to the edge, these old punches want to tear. So that's why I'm doing it up where I did. So just a note. Perfect. And this is going to go right there. And then now we are going to stamp in Berry Bliss, I think. I think we're going to do Berry Bliss. Now this one has no sticky stuff on this at all. There's no stickiness. So we are just going to have to roll with it and just see what comes. So we're going to go directly like this. It's pretty. I mean, it's going to stay there. So let's just go for it. Oh, my towel that I wiped everything just fell. Mossy Meadow. No, we're going to go with Berry Bliss. Here we go. Any background, I would say, you know, besides a solid background, anything you have that's a background stamp that has some open spaces is going to work for this. And I haven't stamped anything on the inside, so it doesn't matter which is upside down or whatnot as of yet. What I should have done is stamped the green in this as well. Look how pretty that is. Oh, and I smeared it. You can't do anything about it now. It's just going to be what it is. Sometimes the ink. That is a shame. Okay, let's try it again. I can always turn that inside out and use the other side for a white scrap, right? So let me grab another one and try. First of all, we're going to hand sanitize my hands. We're going to try one more time. And, okay, wipe off the hands. So, card base. Now what I'm going to try to do is lift it up. Lift this up. Oh my gosh. Okay, that did not work. Moving that stamp is not a good thing. Moving it, no, no, no. Okay, next thing done, cut this apart, use this, and we're going to go 3 times the charm. This is going to work. I don't mind showing you that sometimes I struggle. This is like, oh yeah. Did you see how that ink just went all over on the inside of this? So this has to go inside and be cleaned. Blackberry Bliss, you are not being nice to me. Not at all. So let's take this right here. That is almost unusable. What about this side? That's unusable. I don't know what to do. Let's put it in the case, and I'm going to take some tear tape, and I'm going to lay this tear tape in the case like so, and I'm going to mount this stamp in the case, hopefully. Maybe. I didn't press it down, so maybe it doesn't want to work. I don't want it permanently there. I just want it to stay there for a moment. Now let's try it again. We just need it to hold still. Again, let's I hate wasting card bases, so now I'm going to try this on this side. Nope, we're going to grab another sheet. Don't rub, just pat it. Okay. Take this off. Reverse tweezers. Yes, finally. Oh my goodness. Okay. Keep that mounted in the thing, right? That will work, but now I need another card base. Okay. 4 by... I can cut it 4 by 5 1/4, and it's smearing. I'm telling you, I think my pad needs replaced. I'm really... It's kind of maybe like my gray one. Okay. I'm thinking, do I put it on a Mossy Meadow card base or a Blackberry Bliss card base and forego like that? Because this is a pre-made card base, so it was that little bit narrower. See, it's still going to be really pretty, but I'm thinking Mossy Meadow. So we're just going to cut come on, go back in the folder. That is not a card base. I've got to take my trimmer, not my trimmer. Scoot over there. 5.5. 4.25. Score 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes that struggle is real, guys. It just is real. And then I need to trim this down in a second. Trying the hardest not to touch this. Now I need an insert piece, which will be 3 3/4 by 5, which, oh, I think that's my last piece. That's it. All right, so we're going to glue this, hopefully, to the front of this card base, if I can find the bone folder. Sometimes I mean, I can use the other piece, I guess, for like backings. Needs to come over a wee bit. It's not going to go over. It's okay. We are not going to fight with this. This is the bottom, and I did want it over here in the corner. I wanted more on the right hand side, or at least that was my idea. I love using up scrap pieces. That looks about right. This is my berries. This is going in the middle section. Not bad. Oh, the berries. The berries, the berries. Some more hand sanitizer. All right, so with those pieces that are unusable, right? Like this piece. Where's my punch? Let's do 2 of these. 1, 2. We will bump up our circle a bit. 1, 2. Then we're going to put just a note. Now, I purposely don't want any Blackberry Bliss because I want you to see. Oh, I could sponge Blackberry Bliss around the edge. So I'm going to pick up some Blackberry Bliss off of the stamp that was from the other day. So hot breath on it, pick it up, and just sponge around the edge. Surprised my family hasn't come and said, Mom, you're burning the food. Okay. This is going to get glued down. And then we're going to just stamp some berries. Oh, I do like that. That came out perfect. That's the card. Okay, envelope time. I have envelopes now that will not be used for this card. And there goes my towel. So this piece for the inside, we will do some Mossy Meadow. Oop, that's Old Olive. This is the Mossy Meadow. We're gonna do here And here, like we did on the front, Old Olive. Old Olive. Then we're going to do one berry hanging down. No berry on that one. I don't know why I inked it up. Don't know why I did that. And Blackberry Bliss. I closed that up. I might just have to open up my spot and work with that here. We're going to have to let this dry. Perfect. And then the inside, do I really want to leave? I just want to leave the inside alone. So I need an envelope though. So envelope we will stamp the leaf. Or just the berry. I think we'll do the leaf here. I think we're safer with the leaf than we are the berries, just because of the ink. So there's the leaf. And over here we're going to stamp hello. And we're going to keep it in Mossy Meadow because it's safer right now. Okay, so there we have it. It's finished. I'm not going to glue the inside piece in. Well, I guess we could. I just can't close it. I don't want to take the chance. So give me a second to close these up. I don't want anything to happen. So there's my envelope. Let's go ahead and hopefully not ruin this card by touching that. You know, it's almost like a real blackberry. They stain your hands, your clothes. One year I was picking blackberries to make jam, and I fell in the bush. Oh, I mean, I fell completely in the bush. And to get out of it was just as painful as falling into the bush. And no matter how much I yelled for help, there was no help coming. And I had to push myself into thorns to get up out of it. Yeah. The last time I did blackberry jam. So I don't do blackberry jam no more. Painful. My husband's like, why did you have to, you know, forage so far in the blackberry bush? So because there were nice plump blackberries in there, of course. So there's my card. Thank you all for watching. I really hope that you guys have a terrific Christmas, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Thank you all for allowing me into your homes to share my love of paper crafting. Merry Christmas, everybody, and please come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.